This is the problem with the rules as a car dealer. Really badly burnt. I'm not sure I'd say badly burnt by a dealer, just really badly burnt by buying old cars. Well, it's Christmas Eve and I'm still buying up stock. One of our subscribers kindly told their neighbour who lives locally that if they're looking to sell their car, I'd be the man to buy it. They've just bought themselves a brand new Skoda Superb estate, which was a lovely looking thing. But they didn't part exchange. They offered to, like I say, offered this to me instead. They were going to go down way behind the car, but like I say, our subscriber is their neighbour, said, go and see James. I'd bought his Citroen C3 Picasso, if you remember, which is a lovely little minter. They've owned this car from brand new. They are the only owners of this 2016 Qashqai. And it has a full Nissan service history, 100% full Nissan service history, done on the dot every year. They've just put a new MOT on it ready for sale. They normally do it every March, but they've just put a fresh MOT on it ready for sale. It went through that with 2 advisories for the rear discs being scored and pitted and the pads being low, so I've already ordered those up in advance. And the other thing was a front flexi on the car as well. The exhaust system about there, but I've seen the actual video of the flexi, and the flexi is all good. It's just got a crack in a pipe, so we could take it off and just weld it back up if we wanted, or we could order the part. We'll have a look when we get it off. It's in lovely condition, really lovely condition. There's no scrapes, dings or dents to note at all. I think there's one small curbing on one of the alloys. Not that one. This one over here, I think it's got, yeah, that literally is the only bit of sort of curbing. That's just a touch, and it's not actually scraped the paint off that much. Oh, is it just over there? Sorry. Yeah, it's got, what's it got? Eco contacts all the way around, is it? Eco contacts? Yeah, eco contacts all the way around. Interior's in nice condition. Keyless entry, 2 keys. You do need to buy ones with decent spec on these. People don't like low spec Qashqai, so we've got one here with the cruise control, sat nav, Bluetooth, aircon, 6-speed box with the 1.5 DCI, if I haven't already said. You know I love the 1.5 DCI, cracking little engine that is. It's got lane assist, parking sensors, auto stop start. We've got all the handbooks, genuine fit mats. Yeah, really nice car this, really nice car. 92,000 miles. I said they put all those miles on it, 92,000. That makes it an affordable car as well, because normally this sort of age Qashqai would get to a point where I'm like, is it sort of above my price point? But this will be like a 6,995 car. It's got auto wipers as well. Yeah, I think 6,995. I think Auto Trader recommends 6,8 something. Oh, there is one mark on it, just here on the front wing. I missed that. Don't think it's really worth doing that. It's not broken the paint. Oh, and they did point out this one little mark down here as well, which is just a little touch in. Yeah, I think that'll be really good value at that kind of price point. They normally sell well. It's a nice looking one. It's got the alloys, not steel, some metallic paint. I say the spec is decent. Yeah, really appreciate them coming over and seeing me on that. Oh, we've got front and rear sensors as well. Oh, we've got the 360 camera on this as well, so you've got the cameras all the way around as well for parking. Yeah, really appreciate them coming to see me on that. They, like I said, they've just put the brand new MOT on it, so there's no need for us to do the MOT. I've got even a video of them doing the MOT from Nissan, crawling about underneath it. So I know exactly what needs doing. We'll get those rear discs and pads changed. We'll sort out that exhaust flexing and get it up for sale, but that will obviously be in the new year now. So as I say, no rest for the wicked. It is the day after Boxing Day and I am in the garage again already. And I am valeting the i10 because I want to do a handover on that today. For some reason, I have this thing where I don't like deals going into the following month if I can avoid it. The money's the same whenever it hits my account, I guess, but I just want this done, dusted and out the door. Now the plan with this one is obviously give it a valet and then go round and try and take off all the dubious bits of touching that someone's done, and then do my own job of touching in because the lady's decided to have it at a cheaper price as it is. I've got to I said I'd just give it a valet and I'd just tidy that up. I'm already thinking I'm going to take the wheel trims off and spray behind the wheels, and then I'm looking at some of the scuffs on the wheel trims and thinking, what if I just scuff that down a little bit and give it a dust off of silver? That'll look better as well. So the only thing that will stop me from going absolutely crazy is, like I said, the lady wants to pick it up today and I want to try and get that done by 3 o'clock. It is now 9 o'clock, so I better crack on. Unfortunately, I've delved right in the deep end. There's no going to be no quick clean up this one. We've got a lot of dirt in the car. And the trouble with Hyundai i10s is, as much as I love them, they use quite a cheap carpet, and this stuff here will have embedded itself in the fabric, and the only way to do it is use a drill brush and hold a hoover at the same time, try and bounce it all out. Maybe I'll do a clip of that in a minute. So yeah, it's no quick valet on this one, and she's already on the phone 10:30, see if it's ready yet. I did say it would be about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I struggle to show you with the video how to do that one-handed because, to be honest, I haven't got the time to set up, as you can appreciate at the moment, a bit of a hurry. But just use the drill brush and hold the hoover at the same time to bounce everything out the carpets, and they will come up nicely. So that's how nice they are underneath. I've put some new floor mats in for her, but that's how good the carpets come underneath. I've cut holes to make sure they fit over their standard pegs so they don't slide about the place. But the interiors come up lovely now. So that's how the back was really bad, wasn't it? But it's all come up really nice, giving the headliner a bit of a wipe down as well. Treated all the plastics. I think she'll be chuffed, because when she drove it, believe it or not, she test drove it when it was looking like it was before, and she was happy enough to take it as is, but I was never sending that out the door. Right, so next bit is, because she's in a hurry, I don't know if I'll get to paint behind the wheels or not, but I want to tackle this bad touching jobs first. So we're going to get some thinners and see how much that we can get off. Now theoretically, as they've not lacquered over this, the stuff below will be 1K colour, and it should therefore rub off. And whether it will or not, it doesn't matter, because it could have been on there for an awfully long time, and that can make it a little bit harder to get off. But the trick is put some on, let it sit for a little bit, and then come back to it again. So we've got some transfer of paint and scratching here and here. I want to try the Pro XL Extreme Cut Compound that I've been so impressed with on pads on the machine. I'll try it by hand and see how that works out, and because that could make things a lot faster again in terms of prepping cars. Oh, normally I have to get the polisher out to do this. Let's see if it can be just as effective by hand or not. See if we can't get these marks out this plastic. Don't expect to get them all out, because there's something that needs touching in, isn't there? But I'll tell you what, it looks a lot better already. Blimey, that's done a good job. So it works by hand as well. So I just touch these bits in now. So the little Hyundai i10 has gone out to the customer now, and I've got in what is probably the cheapest VW Polo I've ever known. The issue with this is that the lady says she is, oh, it's a TDI, I didn't realise that. She says that she is losing power steering. Sometimes she starts the car and she's got power steering, other times she starts the car and she hasn't got power steering, and she's just fed up of spending out on the car now. She's had it from new, I didn't realise she's had it from brand new. She has managed to scrape it quite a lot. That's too hard a corner to paint, is it? And I don't, we're lost a bit of trim down there. We've got another scrape on the corner here. I don't suppose it's too bad really, actually, is it? Interior's in good nick. Can't remember what the mileage is on it. I say her family's now had 3 cars off me, which is a really nice thing to experience. 137,000 miles, I guess, on a diesel. That's not too bad, is it? I don't know what the history's like on it. She said she'd added up all the bills and she spent a load of money maintaining it. But yeah, I've given £125 for this because it's what the scrap man said he would give me for the car. But I'm now in two minds about whether it should be scrapped or not. Now, this is the problem with the rules as a car dealer. So, the issue being that I think this would make a cracking car for some local lad or lass to burn about in, because they love their Polos around here. That 1.4, it'll be the 1.4 in this, won't it, for the diesel engine, will be super economical. I know the road tax is £20, I think, or £30 on this one. A little bit of spraying up in the corner there, a bit of spraying up in the corner, find that piece of trim, give it a good old clean, you've got a nice little car, haven't you? But how can you sell a car with power steering that might kick in or out? And even if you do sell it as the known fault, at the end of the day, the way the world works now, you could be held liable if the person had an accident. So there was that scenario, wasn't there, where the chap bought a He bought a scrap car from a dealer and did everything right. He put it on the back of a flatbed. He delivered it to his house. He didn't let him drive it on the road. It was sold as spares and repair. The chap hopped in it, drove down to the MOT station, and when the MOT station tested it, they said it was dangerous, it shouldn't be driven. And he took the guy to court. He took the dealer to court, and the dealer was found guilty because he hadn't, had in writing anything to say the guy shouldn't drive it on the road. Even though he delivered it on a flatbed, he'd advertised it as spares and repair, and the invoice was spares and repair. So it's just no one is responsible for their own actions anymore. So it's just too risky. So cars like this end up having just to go to the scrapyard. Yeah, I've already messaged my scrap guy. Like I said, he'll give me that money for it. Is it worth the risk, the hassle? I don't know. It seems a real shame for a car that's a one-owner car the lady's had from new. And as I might take it for a little drive in a second, but as I'm aware of it, that is the only issue with it. But we now live in a world where it is safer and less hassle for a dealer just to send it off to get turned into a cube. It's a real shame, isn't it? Right, cold start of a diesel. Steering lock's on, hold on. Coil go out. Tell you what, it starts on the button. Quite vocal. Yeah, there's no power steering. We have no power steering. So we just need to say to someone who's really strong. No, I think it's gonna have to stay scrap, isn't it? She did say sometimes if you turn it off and back on again, the power steering comes back, which is a little strange one. I've not experienced that before with a Nick. I don't know what would cause power steering to come on and off again like that. Or something to just flash up on the dashboard then. Oh, here's a picture of the power steering. Yeah. No, I still haven't got power steering. Whoa, I'm gonna need both hands for this. Right. Yeah, there we go. I'm afraid, little Polo, that is sewn it up for me. It is. I'm gonna have to let Mark the scrap man have you. Oh, you can't save them all, guys. You can't save them all. I really do want to clean this Polo up because it's going to be sitting around on the yard for a little while before it's picked up and taken away. I don't want it looking quite this bad. And I'm also just, you know what I'm like. If you watch the channel at all, when cars are filthy like this, I just want to see how they're going to come out. So I've sprayed it with various different gubbinses, and I'm going to come and jet wash it off now. And at least it'll look more presentable. I'm also half inclined to give that a quick buff and see how much of that comes off the corner of it. It does seem a shame for this to go to scrap. It really does. All washed off, the wheels would need multiple goes. That is really baked on brake dust, but the rest of the bodywork actually isn't that bad. It's got some scrapes down here. I had an opinion that it was a bit more beat up than this, but that actually a little bit of paint down there, a replacement cover here, and then this bit here on the wing. And actually be a tidy little car. It's not really got anything in the way of dings or dents. Quick scuff over the wheels and a bit of a spray. They could be tidy as well. We're going to have a little look at this sec, just out of interest. I know, again, I've said this car's going to scrap, but I'm just interested how much this comes off, because I think this is a lot. This is sitting on top. We'll use my go-to. We'll use the Pro XL Extreme Cut Compound. We'll give that a go. See how much this comes off. No, it's by no means taken it out completely, but it's improved it an awful lot, hasn't it? You'd still want to paint that corner. Maybe a wet sand would actually get some of it. No, it's quite deep. For a quick free job, certainly looks a lot better, doesn't it? Well, that was a complete waste of my time, really, wasn't it? I should have driven it first. But like I said, I wanted it to look a bit tidier on the yard here anyway. I don't want it sitting around looking scruffy as it was before the scrap man comes. I suppose you could put power steering. I'll rob that because I can't have enough of these about. Yeah, I guess you could put a power steering rack on it or something, but it could end up being something regarding the body control unit. Could be a number of things, and we've got enough stock here not to want to get involved in that really. And as I said, I already said to my scrap man he could have it, so I don't want to go back on my word on that anyway. So we'll just leave it parked over there till he collects it. Well, I had intended on taking the full break between Christmas and New Year off, but I'm in on the 30th. We've got someone wants to view the Fiat 500. So they are booked in. I've got a specific time booked in. Hopefully they're good to their word and they turn up at that specific time. And there goes little Fiat 500. It's going to be the last sale of the year, I would have thought. Lovely, lovely people. They said they were going to look at multiple cars, but after she had a little drive of it, looked at the condition of the car, she checked my reviews, been really badly burnt. I'm not sure I'd say badly burnt by a dealer, just really badly burnt by buying old cars. She bought a... What she bought a Fiat Punto with mega low miles from an old lady that she thought was going to be great because it had mega low miles, and they ended up just replacing like everything on it because it had been sitting so long. Needed discs, pads, needed suspension, threw up some electrical faults. So they then thought, well, we'll spend a bit more, and they went and bought this is all within the last 2 years, went and bought a Seat Ibiza with the 1.4 petrol in it from a dealer. She got that from a dealer, thinking, oh, I'll buy from a dealer, I'll be safer. She's had that for 12 months, just gone in for its MOT, and they said, we can't get the car through the emissions, it's burning so much oil. We can't get it through the emissions, it's scrapped, to be honest. Although that is Halfords, so I don't mean to speak ill of Halfords, but I'm not... Well, I don't suppose there's any benefit for them to say a car needs to be scrapped. The benefit to them is if it needs to be fixed. So if it won't go through emissions, it won't go through emissions. So I retract that comment. But we know those engines do burn oil. People think VW and Seat are totally bulletproof, but unfortunately those engines do burn oil. So they've said, you know, really that's scrap. So she's come out looking for another car straight away. And just hoping that they're incredibly like laid back about it. I have to say, incredibly laid back about it, because I said to him, you know, you're not inclined to see if there's something you can't do with the dealer. I know it's been 12 months, but, you know, it's obviously burning oil for a while. And they went, oh, it's just a risk you take when you buy older cars, isn't it? It's like, phew, I haven't met many people that say that. So, yeah, really nice people. Young lady, like I say, that's going to be her third car now. She's had a bit of bad luck. But I said, look, Fiat 500s, I know I'm inside out. If you have any problems, let me know. They're local, so I can pick the car up. It won't be a problem and get it. I said, same speech I gave everyone. I said, look, we've gone through the car. It's had a new MOT. Mad Mike's put the gearbox and the clutch in it. I said, my friend, not Mad Mike, obviously. He's put the gearbox and the clutch in it. We've gone through the car. It was owned by a chap we know, really looked after the car previously as well, because he's had stock off of me. That's one of our subscribers, Chris. I said, so we know it's a really good little car. I said, but you're going to start using it every single day now. So if something comes up, don't judge me on that. Judge me on how I'll help you out if it does happen. And hopefully she has more luck than she has had with those previous cars. Being a big softie and being probably the last car of the year, they didn't ask for any discount on the price at 3495, but I gave them 100 quid off, and I taxed it for 30 quid. So, yeah. Just got a bit excited, didn't I? Offered money. I'll regret giving that money away as soon as I end up needing to repair later on, won't I? But like I say, it's last car year. I didn't expect to sell a car now. I've had a decent December, had a decent year. So let's pay a little bit of it back, eh? So our raffle has been drawn. I think we've run into, 31st of December. It has been drawn, and raffle website has automatically picked a winner, which was Paul. I spoke to Paul this morning, and he has chosen the Toyota MR2. He had a choice of £5,000 cash, or the Toyota MR2 or the Fiat Barchetta. He's gone for the Toyota MR2. We're just going to pop some new tyres on the front of it for him because there was an advisory for one of them, so we'll do a pair on that. And then he's going to pick it up next week. I'm going to take it for a little burn in between, make sure everything's free and running nicely for him for his trip back down to London. He's going to drive all the way to London, which is further than this car's gone, I think, in probably 3 years. So I think it's well worth me taking it for a decent drive before he does that. But yeah, congratulations to Paul. There were second, third, fourth winners for Top Don Gear. We've got all their addresses, so we'll get all that out on the post. So many thanks to everyone that entered. As a result of that, we're going to be able to give over £3,000 to Sophie's Legacy, the charity that supports families with children in hospital. So that is going to be well appreciated by them. I am going to do a video, I said before, we're going to go through everything with all the charities we've donated to and what our total donation is, because it's all about you guys entering as to why that's happened. So I want you to have an idea of exactly how much difference you have made. So that is fantastic. Many thanks again to everyone that entered. I have just started up a new raffle for this here. I thought this would be a nice one because we've got to have get going again with another raffle straight away, benefit another charity, which I need you all to choose. So get down in the description, down in the comments, sorry, as to what charity you'd like to support on the next one. So I thought this one is all freshly MOT'd, advisory free. It's serviced. It's got a near full service history. It's only got less than 45,000 miles on it. It's the 1.2 TFSI Audi A3 convertible. Really nice spec one as well. This red on black looks really good. It's in lovely condition all the way around. All the interior is mint on it. The hood works lovely. There is on the raffle full video walk around of it, as I was going to retail it, but I figured probably not going to sell till summer now anyway, but it is all ready to go. And well, I probably think it would have sold prior to that, but it is all ready to go, which means we can start another one up straight away. And it's just a bit more mainstream than some of the other cars I've offered. The 1.2 TFSI is going to give you good fuel economy, but plenty of power as well because it's turbocharged. It is a proper 4-seater as well, so you can get people in the back, and it's got a decent sized boot. So like I said, there's a full walk around video on the raffle website of this car. With tickets on this, we're going to go for just £2 per ticket. £2 a ticket. There's some bundle offers to benefit early entry, so check those out as well. And like I say, if you get down in the comments and let me know which charity you'd like to support for this one, we'll make sure they do well out of it as well. So yeah, I want to thanks again to everyone that entered. We will put a cash alternative for this one in there as well. I'll work out what that is and let you know on the next video. But there'll be a link to this raffle in the video description down below.